Hello everyone, welcome to this lecture video. In this lecture video, going to discuss about the application layer in the computer networks. The topic is DNS server. In the previous video, we discussed the application layer, what is DNS, what is DDNS, how the concept used in the application layer, DNS, how working between the client and server. So here the DNS server mainly focusing on the how the DNS server and how the architecture of the DNS server working. So in this lecture video, DNS server, we started with what is DNS server. We started with an introduction here. So our main question is, what is DNS server? It's a standard technology for managing public names of websites. So it is a standard technology we're using on other internets. Likewise, it is a name followed with the www.example.com. Here might translate into some IP address 198.105.2.3.4. So DNS service must translate the name into the corresponding IP address. For example, the domain. So we are suppose having the website name, it might be translate into the corresponding IP address. So that we example will display in the screen, we can able to see here. So that is the DNS server. It will convert into a domain name or other things. Domain name into a IP address. Then architecture diagram denotes the DNS server and client. From client to server, you have name and address. So DNS server matches the human address with the numeric address. Then device name uses numbers. So here the network and DNS server here. So from this we can have the DNS server and client. So DNS server matches the human address with a numeric value. So name and address will be denoted likewise here. So continue to that, how the question DNS server works. Now the question is, what is the working of DNS server? When the website visiting the any domain, any .com or any from your system, series of steps to turn the human readable web address into a machine readable IP address. Here the request information. The process begins when we ask our computer to resolve host name, such as visiting http dynamic.com. The first place our computer looks as it is local DNS cache, which stores the information that our computer has recently retrieved. So first place our computer looks it is local DNS cache. That is the first step in the request information here. Then second step is ask the recursive DNS server. If the information is not stored locally, our computer queries our ISP's recursive DNS servers will have their own caches. So ask their root name servers. If the recursive servers do not have the answer, they query the root name servers. They don't know the answers, but they can direct our query to someone that knows where to find it. So in this we have request information, ask the recursive DNS server asking the root name server. Then fourth step is ask the TLD name server. Likewise the asking the authenticative DNS server here. So in that retrieving the record, the step 6 we can have the server retrieves a record from the authoritative name server and show the record in its local cache. So receive the answer. For that, our computer stores the record in its cache, reads the IP address from the record, then passes the information to our browser. The entire process from start to finish takes only milliseconds to complete. So from the 7 steps, we can have the DNS IP configuration. We can able to see this picture. We all using this IP things in the DNS IP configuration. From server to client, there might be a DNS name queries that is using the helping the other things to can connect with the process. So DNS server and DNS client, DNS name queries relating these values. So from this DNS server and DNS client, we can have the process here. So from that DNS server and DNS client, we can able to process this value DNS IP configuration here. So DNS root structure, we can have root edu.net, .org, .com, .milli, .gov, etc. .biz. So these are the some DNS root structure here. We can able to see in this picture there are different kinds of root represented by the empty string. So this is about the DNS server here. Why we need DNS server is being like a phone book. We can able to call frequently. We will call the number, have to number. So sometimes we need to call. Sometimes there is our special dial or memory. So like our phone memory, DNS server can be whenever we need. We can access that. Items that particular person whenever we need. So likewise send them back to your home computer. The computer then knows where to find the internet resources. So likewise the Google and other things are working, web browsers working here for the DNS server. So we have more number of benefits and other things of DNS server. We can continue this DNS server in the next lecture video. Thanks for watching. Thank you.